And at the stadium also named after, in the same manner, Bafoussam Stadium. And it is Senegal taking on Guinea. Both teams recorded opening day victories on match day 1. And it is time to secure their passage with victory, possibly to the next round of the competition, joining host nation Cameroon. Welcome back to our broadcast. My name is Samuel Victor Akpan, your match day commentator. And my co-commentator is alongside me, Azubike Onitsha. Together, we'll give you all of the details, trying to paint the best of quality pictures and images for you from that game at the Bafoussam Stadium in Cameroon. Azubike, this has got to be one of the best fixtures on the African continent. Maybe not grade A, but certainly grade B fixture, and the sort of matchups we like to see at the African Cup of Nations. But when you look at the performance on opening day for these two sides, who do you think is better placed? Maybe not so much based on pedigree and the quality of the players, but based on the performance on match day 1. What do you think has it in them to just edge the other this afternoon?
If we're looking at the performance from match day 1, I want to give it to the Guineans. Fantastic football they played against the Malawians. One of the most interesting games of the tournament so far. I think that was the first game that impressed me as far as the tournament is concerned. I remember Senegal played the first game earlier and they scored the late penalty against their opponents. And we saw the best of football between the Malawians and the Guineans. I loved the way they spaced themselves out and took football to the basics. That's the first thing you want to see. Is it pleasing to the eye? Is it catching? Is it catchy? That was what they showed as far as the Guineans are concerned. And I hope they want to do the same today. They are looking at introducing Iliash Moriba, the former Barcelona man, also maybe in the starting lineup. We'll be waiting to reel out the lineups. Let me not unveil that at this point in time. But if you want to look at last performance, you want to give it to the Guineans because of what they did. The Senegalese struggled to actually be as compact as they were in the 2019 African Cup of Nations. The penalty miss man I talked about earlier for 2002 African Cup of Nations, Alo Cisse, is the coach of the team currently, and he would have told his boys what they should do to actually get better, because if we're judging them based on their last performance, the Senegalese team were nowhere close to what they should be.
All right, based on performance, Senegal really didn't do so much to convince the doubters despite dominating that game against Zimbabwe. They won by a goal to nil thanks to Sadio Mane's penalty. Guinea also winning on match day 1. So who tops? As it stands, Guinea are top of the group with 3 points, same number of points with Senegal. We're almost set for action now. They are at the Koekong Stadium in Bafoussam, in the city of Bafoussam, and the players almost are set to come out on the pitch of play. Pretty much formalities ready and set to go. We'll tell you all about that starting 11 for the two sides. But remember, this part of the broadcast is brought to you by our friends at BetKing, and they're telling you to get on at m.betking.com/register to be part of all the exciting action from the African Cup of Nations. The race to get to the knockout stages of the 33rd African Cup of Nations continues in Group B with the West African Derby between two of the continent's finest footballing nations, Senegal and Guinea. The Teranga Lions are ranked as the best team on the continent, are seeking a first African Cup of Nations title after last reaching the finals back in 2019 in Egypt, where they lost to eventual winners Algeria. They arrived this game off the back of a narrow 1-0 win over Zimbabwe on match day 1, thanks to a late Sadio Mane penalty. Guinea Silly National were also 1-0 victors on the opening day thanks to a strike from left wing back Isiaga Silla, and with a loser's medal in 1976, their best achievement in the tournament ever, the 15th best team in Africa will be dreaming of a shot at glory in Cameroon. From Dakar to Conakry, Touba to Macenta, football is the focus for now as the Nationals set sights on silencing the roar of the Teranga Lions. The stage certainly is set here in Bafoussam, and we are up and almost ready for action in Bafoussam. This is our coverage of the African Cup of Nations 2021 in Cameroon, and tonight or this afternoon more like, it is Group B's match day 2, and it features the Senegal's Teranga Lions against the Silly National of Guinea. And the referee for action today is Bamlak Tesema Weseya, and he hails from Ethiopia. The man will be hoping for better performance at the Bafoussam Stadium here in Cameroon. Two sides are almost set for action as they engage in spiritual prayers at the very least, and hoping for better fortunes tonight. I am Samuel Victor Akman, your matchday commentator, and alongside me is Azubike Onicha, here to call up proceedings for me. Senegal dressed in all white attire, white shirts, white socks and white shorts. And Guinea, the Silly National, are dressed in wine shirts, yellow shorts and black socks, or green socks more like as well. Senegal will be playing from left to right of our screens, and Guinea will be playing from right to left of our screens. We are up and running here in Bafoussam. Group B's match day 2 opener. It is Senegal taking on Egypt. Azu.
A great game, I tell you. Very interesting one we're going to see. Just takes my mind back to what happened in 2006, where Senegal ran out on 3-2 winners in the African Cup of Nations. A very, very interesting game, reminding me of those great Senegalese players, Henry Camara and also Mamadou Niang. I also had Bobo Balde and Pascal Fendono for the side. Pascal Fendono scoring that lovely free kick in the 95th minute of that particular encounter. It's delicately poised. We don't have a Titi Camara here today. That's one of the guys who brought the name of Guinean football to light in the early 90s down to the early 2000s. He also played for Liverpool. So I hope that man, who is very much right here on the pitch, Keita, is going to be doing a lot to help his team, Naby Keita and men. The man I just mentioned, Elias Moriba, is also on the pitch and he's going to be looking to help his team get something out of this game against the Senegalese team, who were far from impressive in their first game. Very interesting, I'll tell you. We're already seeing the start of the game. I want to see goals like we saw yesterday.
Certainly goals are the aim of football matches, and we are 1 minute 7 seconds into that game at the Stade Kouakan in Bafoussam. It is Senegal taking on Guinea. This is our coverage right here on 993 Nigerian for Guinea, with an early chance down the left-hand side of their attack, and that will amount to a corner kick. Interesting run made by the Guinea left-back on that occasion. Isiaga Silla, the man who scored on match day 1 to give Guinea the victory over Malawi. Interesting run, and he certainly will be at the center of action here in this game in Bafoussam. Corner kick will be an outswinger taken by number 8 for Guinea. That certainly is their star man from Anfield in Liverpool, Naby Keita. And I'll read you the starting 11 for the two sides just after this corner kick is taken. It's a dangerous corner kick from Keita, evaded everybody and goes all the way for a goal kick to Senegal. This is what the managers have put out. And the starting 11 for Senegal goes to Seny Dieng. The goalkeeper continues in place of the much more recognized Edouard Mendy from Chelsea, who's currently isolating after contracting COVID-19. A back four of Ibrahima Mbaye, Pape Abou Cissé, Abdou Diallo and Saliou Cissé. In midfield they've got the stalwart Cheikhou Kouyaté alongside Mamadou Liam Ndiaye. And going forward for them, Bona Sarr, Sadio Mane from Liverpool, Mame Baba Thiam. And leading the line for Senegal is Boulaye Dia. even as Guinea have a free kick deep in the Senegalese half. Foul committed by the Senegalese player, and the referee will help the player back on his feet. And Guinea's starting 11 goes thus: Ali Keita, the goalkeeper; Isiaga Sela, goal scorer on match day 1, the left back, and he makes up a back 5 that also includes Ibrahima Conte, Mohamed Ali Kamara, Seydou Sow, and Ibrahima Cisse, the right back. Naby Keita, Amadou Diawara, and Ilaix Moriba make up the midfield, and up front is Mohamed Bayo and Morgan Gilavogi. Guinea will take that free kick from the right-hand side of their attack. Certainly they have been refreshed in the opening stages of this game by Coca-Cola. Bringing this broadcast to you. Free kick taken to the far post and missing a Guinean head. And that certainly was a close action there for Guinea. Senegal living dangerously in the opening stages of this game. 3 minutes 45 seconds on the clock. Guinea certainly the better of the two sides here in Bafoussam. And that was as close as you get, Azu, to an opener here for Guinea.
I expected that ball to be in the back of the net. And the number 4 man for the Guinean side, Ibrahima Conte, had a better chance of putting that ball in the back of the net. But we see a lot of these headers missed at times, and I'm not surprised this is happening. I think we would have taken a better chance. We saw something close to that, to what the great man for Cameroon did yesterday, Vincent Abubakar, who scored a lovely header in that particular encounter yesterday. I would have expected this one to be in the back of the net to just lead up this occasion. The Guineans, if you check their formation, they are playing somewhat of a counter-attack, but they want to quickly get something as early as possible and lock up shop, because they have 5 defenders, 3 midfielders and 2 attackers to actually do justice for them in this particular encounter. I think this is the best way they can play the Senegalese with some respect, with the formation, but not on the pitch.
And it's another ball back to the 18-yard box, back to the goalkeeper, more like for Guinea. Senegal really struggling. Ball rolls back to number 4 for Guinea. Ibrahima Conte plays it to the goal scorer match day 1, Silla. Silla finds Mohamed Bayo. He's beaten to that one by Pape Abou Cisse, the central defender for Senegal. And Naby Keita and Sadio Mane both play for Liverpool in England. Both captain the two sides, the Sili National and the Lions of Teranga of Senegal. Senegal clear the danger from that throwing from Guinea, but only as far as the Guinea and the right back, Morgan Giladovi. He plays the ball into the box, beaten to it by Abdou Diallo. Guinea yet again with the action, but they will concede a throwing down the left-hand side of Senegal's defense. We're live streaming on Facebook and on YouTube as well. Nigeria Info 993 on Facebook and Nigeria Info FM on YouTube. You can catch the live action here from our studios in Etemiyan Crescent, Victoria Island, and see a fantastic state-of-the-art studio and see the very handsome faces of myself, Samuel Victor Akman, your match day commentator, and Azubike Onicha, my able co-commentator. Guinea come forward yet again. Lovely link-up play between midfielders and the front man. Make that number 10 for Guinea, Morgan. Just going to stick with Morgan. And the ball rolls into the arms of Seny Dieng, the goalkeeper for Senegal. Goal kick quickly taking. Mame Thiam down the left-hand side of Senegal's attack is robbed off possession by Ilaix Moriba. And Guinea come forward yet again. Ball into the Senegalese half, but Morgan will be beaten to it by Diallo. And he kicks it out for a throwing to the Guineans. Senegal and Guinea are meeting for the 3rd time at the African Cup of Nations, with Senegal winning the first 2 encounters, 2-1 back in 1994 in the group stages, and 3-2 in the quarterfinal tie between the two sides at the 2006 tournament. And in both matches, actually, Azubike, Guinea opened the scoring before eventually going on to lose in those games.
Yeah, the earlier one, Titi Camara got the first goal in that encounter, and the most recent one, which is 2006, It was Diawara. A mistake from that great goalkeeper for Senegal, one of the most experienced and the best to ever come out of Africa, Anthony Silva. He was trying to clear from his box, and the next thing we saw was a Diawara picking up the ball and slotting it past him. Into the post, and that was how the game got started. Before the likes of Mamadou Niang came into that game, that man, he was actually playing for Marseille at that time. Got the first equalizer, and also got the second goal before Kamara pounced on the third goal to make it 3-2. Then a free kick from Pascal Fenduno. We used to have the likes of Bobo Balde back then for Guinea.
I so love that player, Pascal Fenduno.
Lovely, brilliant player. And we don't have such players here today. But the best we can see is what these guys have come to do. He also made his name in the AFCON. So these guys can also make theirs as they have the pitch and for themselves. I mentioned the name earlier, Ilias Moriba. One of the names you get to know or will get to see play in Europe. Is the one taking the free kick currently at this point in time.
Moriba's free kick is high and as silly as the nickname of the Guineans, the silly national. And I say that respectfully.
I want to call that a rugby strike.
It was an opportunity to get the ball into the box. The big man for Guinea up and in there in the box. But Silly had sillier ideas. Ilias Moriba more like. And it sends it out for a goal kick to Senegal. 8 minutes, 42 seconds on the clock at the Kwekeng Stadium here in Bafoussam. It is Senegal 0, Guinea 0. Group B's second game. Guinea and Senegal winners on match day 1 against Malawi and Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe and Malawi more like respectively. And a 1-0 scoreline it ended. Sadio Mane's penalty. The difference between Guinea, Senegal more like, and Zimbabwe. While left back Isiaga Silla with the goal to deny Malawi at least a point in that opening game in Group B. Back here at the Kwekeng Stadium. Senegal looking to get a foothold in the game early on in the second half. Mamadou Niang still with possession down the left-hand side. Plays it to Mohamed Thiam. And he will be beating to it. And it's almost a loose ball into the box. Looking to pick out Aboulaye Dia, the striker. And it's cleared ever so well by Seydou Sow, the central defender for the Guineans. And what do you make of the formation for Guinea as a back five as central defenders? Or defenders more like for Guinea. Ibrahima Cisse, Seydou Sow, Mohamed Kamara, Ibrahima Sori Conte, and Isiaga Silla. Off of what we saw on match day 1, do you think maybe the Guineans are looking to be slightly defensive in this one against Senegal?
That's
and for obvious reasons too.
Yeah, that's actually their plan. The Senegalese have got more dangerous attack when you have a Sadio Mane, a Bouna Sarr, and not forgetting Thiam rather, and also Boulaye Dia. These are great guys who know how to finish, and when they are given the opportunity, especially for Mane, I think they've learned from what the Nigerians did to the Egyptians, stalking that young man Mohamed Salah and making sure he didn't get many of those chances. But the beauty about the Guinean back line is the fact that Isiaga Silla, you hardly know he's actually playing from the defensive position, runs through those flanks so easily. So I think it's more going to be like a 3-5-2 formation much later. And when they get the goals, when they get that goal, they fall back again to just make sure that they choke up things and make sure the Senegalese suffer. And I won't be surprised if the Guineans get a victory in this particular encounter. I've seen them play some very lovely football. Even with the fact that they are playing more defenders, they are still having the possession. The Senegalese have not gone through the midfield to even not to talk of getting to their post, actually shooting the ball. Let's even say you blaze it over the bar. Nothing close to that. And I mentioned something earlier when the tournament was to start that I'm not convinced with Mane playing in the African Cup of Nations or playing for the Senegalese national team generally. So I wasn't going to put him in my top 3. I mentioned Salah, Mahrez, and also that man, Sebastian Haller, even if all of them have not impressed me so far. But we still have chances to see them get the better of what they did the first time.
The African Cup of Nations, certainly a stage and a platform for players to sell themselves. Seen so many African legends come through the African Cup of Nations. And when you talk of these two sides, I certainly wouldn't forget Pascal Fenduno, like Azubike alluded to earlier. Live streaming on Facebook and on YouTube as well. Nigeria Info 993 on Facebook, Nigeria Info FM on YouTube. And you can drop your comments, and we'll be taking them as the action goes forward. Sadio Mane is winning possession deep in the attack for Senegal, but he's stripped off it and will be a free kick to Senegal in a very, very dangerous position. And just when you mentioned him, Azu, he certainly did something quite spectacular on that occasion. Sadio Mane, the man from Liverpool. Certainly would have been watching Liverpool's game against Arsenal yesterday. And I think the rest of the teammates at Anfield will be returning the favour today for Sadio Mane.
Exactly. Even if he wouldn't have featured in that game, most likely because it's an AFL Cup game. This man is ready to take this free kick, and I've seen him do something close to this. It's a very close one. Reminds me of that spot where Riyad Mahrez put that ball past Nigeria.
Oh, please, of all the instances you could use as it had to be Nigeria, Algeria.
Let me tell you what I remember most in that free kick, Henry Onyekuru, how he went slipping and stopping the ball. And before he knew it, the ball had gone past the goalkeeper into the back of the net. One of the most painful nights for Nigerians as far as football is concerned. And I hope Mane will be able to use his left leg like Santi Cazorla, who has both foot and very effective for both free kicks and penalties at every point in time. It's going to be difficult. That's just on a lighter note. But let's see what he can do with this ball. I've seen a Luis Suarez score from this position with his right foot, calling the ball past the defense. He was actually playing for Liverpool at that time. Reminds me why I remember that game so precisely is because it was an El Clasico weekend also. And Messi scored a free kick also with his left foot on that night. Hope Ronaldo fans are not listening. I'm just making commentaries.
3 players standing over this free kick. Is just about 20 meters from goal. I can see Cheikhou Kouyaté in there, Sadio Mane in there as well.
Someone is lying down.
As it's come to be regular with world football. And this certainly is looking dangerous as we're backing him to score, whichever the players may be for Senegal. This certainly looks very interesting. And we certainly need a free kick goal at the African Cup of Nations in 2021.
I still remember a name, Elias, who scored a free kick a long time ago in the African Cup of Nations. Yeah, there have been many. I just mentioned Mahrez also, but that free kick is
Sadio Mane takes it off the wall. And the defender wouldn't allow the goalkeeper pick that one up, and he finally clears for Guinea straight into the half of Senegal, where Ibrahima Mbaye is stationed.
Talking about free kicks that have defenders lying down or a player lying down behind them the wall. I think they must have learned from what the likes of Ronaldinho did back then against Werder Bremen in the UEFA Champions League. A free kick was to be taken and your players jumped so high because they know Ronaldinho to be very dangerous. And he just slotted it past the goalkeeper underneath their legs. Remember that group, Werder Bremen, Barcelona were almost being knocked out of the group stages. And they also had Juventus in that group, I can remember. I remember the last. That should be 2007 or 8. I don't know why you're breathing so hard.
Well, I'm pretty impressed with you.
No, some of those games just stick, don't mind me.
Yeah, they certainly do stick. When it comes to the UEFA Champions League matches, certainly wouldn't forget 2 matches in the competition. Chelsea against Barcelona.
You have to
and of
remember
course,
that, right?
yeah, I certainly have to
I know
remember
the second
that
one will
one.
have to do with Chelsea also. Go ahead.
Well, we're talking African Cup of Nations matches here, so we're going to stick with that.
Exactly.
Senegal taking on Guinea. 15 minutes on the clock. Senegal 0, Guinea 0, and it's starting to be a bit more of a balanced game as Guinea started like a house on fire, but Senegal certainly coming back into it. No real clear-cut chances for the two sides. Goalkeepers in Seny Dieng of Senegal and Ali Keita of Guinea not really called into action earlier on. And the 2 Liverpool men who certainly are captains for the two sides are Sadio Mane and Naby Keita, both in Mane more like in attacking midfield and Keita in defensive midfield, come attacking midfield as well, starting to get more and more into the game.
You will sure see them do battle with each other at some point in time in this game because Mane is almost playing directly in front of that man and Naby Keita. And that's what's going to make it so interesting to see. Even if Naby Keita is playing from the right, we'll have to assist Amadou Adiawara in that midfield to make sure that nothing is going past from Sadio Mane, who's a very dangerous player when it comes to playing football, whether he's playing for Africa or not, whether I've seen him do so well or not.
Whether he's playing for Africa or Europe.
Or Europe, yeah. Talking about the way they started, the Guineans will always be expected to start better. That's what happens with Minos, who actually want to prove a point. I call them Minos not because of their quality, but because of what they have chosen to be and the kind of ratings they have gotten as far as the African Cup of Nations is concerned, or football generally. They know the Senegalese to be a bigger side. They are number 1 in Africa, so that gives them an edge.
And here comes Guinea cross into the box from the left back. Isiaga Silla, headed clear by Abdou Diallo. There will be a corner kick to the Senegalese. And talking about Minos or not, or regular English eludes me at the moment.
Subscribers.
In African football, I'll tell you all about that one as Guinea have a corner kick down the left-hand side of their attack. It will be an out swinger. And it will be taken by you-know-who. Naby Keita takes a better delivery this time around. A Senegalese head to it, only as far as the Senegalese player. And Senegal will have an opportunity to launch a counter, but the player slips there. And Guinea have it dangerously down the left-hand side of their attack, crossing to the box. And looking for the opportunity to make inroads in this game. That attack amounts to nothing for the Guineans, and the Senegal goalkeeper, Seny Dieng, will send the ball to the left-hand side to find Saliou Ciss. He strides forward into the Guinean half, nicely evades the tackle of Moriba. And Senegal have possession yet again. Interesting opening minutes in this game at the Stade Kouekong. I learned that a couple of days ago, Azu. Stade Stadium.
I saw
when you say Stade, you don't say stadium.
Exactly. I saw the name actually looking a bit. Is it Hong Kong? That's what I noticed. And please, I want you to take note as you see this game. Mami Baba Thiam has this side look of Mario Balotelli. I saw him just now. I was like, Balotelli don't come play.
He don't switch nationality.
I know he has some roots, some connection with Africa, Ghana to be precise, and a very, very talented Mario Balotelli, who I would say cut short his own career. Maybe still playing football, but cut short his career playing on the top level because of that attitude challenge, and also not keeping same form that we've always known him for. If you ask him, he might blame racism and some other factors, and you know that's what those who don't do as expected do when challenges like this come. Seen a very great tackle from Sila, and I must say, anything Guinea is going to take out of this game, Sila has to be a huge
very instrumental.
Aside the goal he scored, we saw him everywhere. He was obviously the man of the match even before the game ended, with his brilliance and from that flank, and also moving into the midfield to support at some point in time.
And I'm sure Bouna Sarr, who's stationed on the right-hand side of Senegal's attack, will be sick to the stomach already of the sight of Isiaga Sela. Certainly knows how to do a job. And arguably the best left-back of the tournament so far, two matches in. Yeah. And the Senegalese manager, former national team player Aliou Cissé, dishing out instructions from the touchline. That will be a foul on the Guinean player. And the referee sports that challenge. Referee Bamlak Tassema Waseya sports a foul on the Guinean player. Naby Keita will take that free kick. Keita finds Diawara. Diawara will pick out Ibrahima Cissé. Seydou Sow. Mohamed Kamara finds Ibrahima Cissé again. He's got Elias Moriba up ahead of him. Decides against it and switches play lovely to the left-hand side to find his teammate. And the run from his teammate there is impeded by the Senegalese player, and Senegal bring it forward yet again. This is interesting, looking for the run of the Senegalese player in Boulaye Diaye, and it's cleared out by the Guineans. Not so much end-to-end stuff now for the two sides, Senegal and Guinea. And it's time for refreshment, certainly for the players.
I think the player is down. Yeah.
Naby Keita
is down,
the Liverpool man, is down, holding his upper lip. Certainly must have caught a fist. And the medics certainly will be called on into the pitch of play now. And it's equally time to get refreshed with Coca-Cola. They're walking with us for the African Cup of Nations broadcast. It's been a fine ride with them so far. And we've loved every moment of the tournament. Getting refreshed with Coca-Cola. 21 minutes on the clock. Senegal 0, Guinea 0. African Cup of Nations Group B second game at the Stade Kouekong in Bafoussam. The fans certainly are excited. Senegalese and Guinean fans, not the fullest in terms of capacity. And when you talk of the African Cup of Nations, Azu, it's always about the dance for the fans.
That's normal. If you don't dance in Africa, what are you? What are you known for? What do you gain? Exactly. That should be the best way to describe it. The Nigerians will always come with their trumpets, dance all through, play those their gyration songs, you call it. It's been like that from day one. So every African team is known for their own stuff. I think the Nigerians have this extra entertainment because of the beats to sounds. They take advantage of that. And you also know the Francophone countries to also do a lot of I don't know if they bring their Makossa stores right here, but the most popular of them has to be the Nigerian gyration kind of songs, and also the Vuvuzela from the South Africans. And remember what happened in that African Cup of Nations Nigeria won in 2013, where we saw the highest number of fans to actually view an African Nations Cup game. That should be 85,000 fans in that particular stadium. It was interesting because we saw the Nigerian fans doing their thing, and the South Africans also came to do see the game, blowing their vuvuzelas, and it was all beautiful and something of a sight to see. South African football to the highest, and we thought it was going to continue that way. But you know what? It can always be like at times, especially with the uproar in Cameroon currently. It has affected the viewership. Cameroon's game yesterday also didn't have the fullest of stadiums. Aside their opening match, we've not seen a convincing number of crowd as far as football is concerned. But hopefully in the knockout stages, things will change, and also in the big games as expected.
And it certainly is a chance for two sides, I beg your pardon, to join Cameroon, who've made their passage to the next round of the competition. Handsome 4-1 victors over a very, very impressive Ethiopian side. And Vincent Abubakar, certainly the man of the tournament so far. 4 goals in 2 games for Vincent. And Cameroon certainly are flying high. Throw for Senegal down the left-hand side of their attack. Throw quickly taking, but the Guineans will intercept, but only as far as the Senegalese player. Chance into the box here. This one goes. And that will be a corner kick to Senegal.
I think that was Sadio Mane.
Sadio Mane down the left-hand side.
Was trying to be the defender, but didn't work out as expected. And I noticed something about Africans. They know themselves so well. Sadio Mane can go past any defender in England. But when it comes to playing right here in Africa, it's a tough one. He also went past Neymar, and that became a very high skit at some point in time in football as we take this corner. And
that corner kick is taken to the far post, only as far as a Senegalese player missed everyone's head. And this is an lovely, interesting play. And unfortunately, I think my adjectives are too much. Cheku Kouyaté trying to link up with his teammate there, Bouna Sarr. And that one rolls out for a goal kick to the Guineans. Silly National, certainly impressive in the opening stages of this game. And the Lions of Teranga certainly aren't roaring at the moment. 24 minutes on the clock. Senegal 0, Guinea 0. And the managers for the two sides, Aliou Cissé, 45 years of age, a former Senegalese international, like Azu told you earlier. And Kaba Diawara, who's a year older, 46 years. And he's been the head coach of the Guinea national side since October 2021. Guinea have it down the left-hand side of their attack. Mohamed Bayo losing possession to Papi Abou Cissé. But that will only be as far as the throwing for Guinea. Throw quickly taking. It will be another throw. Rebounds off Bouna Sarr. Throw taking by the Guineans. Naby Keita. All the way in midfield to Amadou Diawara. He will pick out Seydou Sow. All the way back. Ibrahima Cissé. Back with Seydou Sow. Mohamed Kamara, the central defender. And he turns and goes likely all the way back to the goalkeeper, Ali Keita. Keita dwells over the ball and puts his laces through it finally deep into the Senegalese half. And the ball glances nicely for a Guinean player. Chance for Guinea to go forward, and he's rolling to the box, takes the shot from distance. And that is another marauding run from Isiaga Silla. It certainly can be a handful in the tournament so far, or has been a handful in the tournament so far. Isiaga Silla, a man born on the 1st of January 1994 and plays his club football in France with FC Universitaire. Corner kick to Guinea. Naby Keita will take it yet again. Will be another outswinger being, and that certainly will be the third corner from Keita. This time it looks like a better delivery. Glancing header from a Senegalese player will take it all the way for yet another corner kick down this time down the right hand side. Mohamed Kamara, the central defender, almost getting on the end of that corner kick from Naby Keita. And worrying times for Aliou Cisse, the Senegalese coach. Corner kick will be taken from the other side of the field. And certainly looks like Naby Keita will take it yet again. Keita will swing his right foot across the ball. Will be an outswinger from the right-hand side. It's an interesting corner kick. Was almost going to fall nicely for a Guinean player. Attempted the spectacular, couldn't connect. Senegal looking to clear. And they do win a free kick this time, courtesy of Sadio Mane.
That would have been a spectacular goal I would have seen just in this game.
And was that Isiaga Silla yet again?
As usual.
Committing the foul this time around.
We don't know if it was the one who almost did the bicycle kick that would have gotten into the back of the net. You mentioned Silly and you were almost lightly insulting the Guineans. It actually means the elephant nationals of Guinea. So when you say silly,
apologies, Guineans.
You say elephant. So
that's why I said it. Well, I also included the word respectfully.
Should we say silly elephants?
I'm not sure you and I will be getting into Guinea anytime soon. If Guineans are listening,
no way. I'm not ready to learn French at this point. Talking about Kaba Diawara, the coach of the team, he was the one who got that first goal I mentioned earlier, the striker for the team when they lost 3-2 in 2006. How history repeats itself, playing against the same man who he was one time up against, Aliou Cisse, as far as the African Cup of Nations is concerned. I hope he will be getting a revenge today, or he hopes he will be getting a revenge today. One thing I want to see is this game light up. Early goals were scored in the first half in that encounter in 2006, but about 4 goals came from the 80 to the 95th minute of that encounter. Is that what we're going to be seeing here today? I hope they have the answers to those questions already, because they want to get the goals. If you check Kaba Diawara, he's so bothered about the performance of his team, because he knows once the Senegalese get going, it's going to be a challenge for them. So what he's looking at getting is the first goal, and let's see how we can secure that and lock up shop to 11.
Senegal have a free kick deep in their own half, close to the center circle. 29 minutes on the clock. Senegal nil, Guinea nil. Ball played back to Pape Abou Cisse. He plays it out wide to find Ibrahima Mbaye. He gets away from the attacker and draws the foul from Isiaga Silla. And it will be a free kick to Senegal from the right-hand side of their attack. Bounassa standing over that one. And Isiaga Silla, the closest man to Bounassa on the ball. Ali Keita organizing the one-man wall. And this will be an in-swinger into the box. Senegal will be hoping for better delivery. Not yet time for the duo of Edouard Mendy to get into the action, even as that free kick is taken from Bounassa, cleared away, but only as far as the Senegalese player Chekou Kouyaté, I guess that one was, takes a shot, bit into it, and Guinea come forward. This is interesting. It's a 2-on-2 situation for Guinea. They certainly can have the ball in the back of the net. Chance for Guinea to score. Laid on pass for Guinea. Certainly should go into the back of the net. And how has that one not gone in for the opening goal of this game? Number 10, Morgan Guilavogui for Guinea has missed a gilt-edged chance.
Very poor decision. Lovely move from the man on the right. That should be Iliax Moriba. Makes the pass to the middle, and the last ball goes to that man you just mentioned, Morgan. He was supposed to pull that ball in the back of the net and strike it towards the goalkeeper. It was a chance for a rebound, but the Senegalese were faster as they put that one out. Good job by Dia right there, who helped the team make sure they are still in this particular encounter. The coach, Kaba Diawara, will be so angry at this point in time. You have 4 men at some point in time to put this ball in the back of the net, and you still made the wrongest of passes. I was expecting him to play the ball to the far
Bayo was
right, where Bayo was, and Bayo was also instrumental in that game the last time out. Maybe would have just struck this ball into the back of the net, but these players know better. They see better than we do, or we see better than they do from a distance. They can be very confused at that point in time. We can't imagine the pressure on him. How will I be making the assist for the first goal against Senegal? And they made that decision that has cost them this goal. If they go on to lose this game, they will have themselves to blame. It's a corner already.
Corner kick taking, and that certainly was a big chance for Guinea to open the scoring. It's one that Morgan Guilavogui certainly wouldn't want to see replay of, but you would think at the very least, Senegal should be trailing by a goal to nil in that game. There were just 2 Senegalese defenders back in the box. The goalkeeper was back pedaling, and somehow Morgan Gilavogi, Ilaix Moriba, Mohamed Bayo, and Amadou Diawara managed not to score to give Guinea the lead in this game. 32 minutes on the clock, Senegal nil, Guinea nil. Will the Guineans come to rue that miss for the rest of this game? Group B's second game here at the Stade Kwekong in Bafoussam. It is Senegal nil, Guinea nil. And the game starting to light up a bit in this interesting encounter here in Group B. Referee sees an infringement, Mr. Bamlak, and it will be a free kick to Senegal. And the manager, certainly for Guinea, doesn't look happy with that miss, like Azu mentioned. Kaba Diawara will certainly have some strong words for the boys at halftime if the game stays this way. Well, that certainly was a letter for Senegal, Azu.
A huge letter for them, and I think the Senegalese have been fortunate. It happened against Zimbabwe, something like this, and they got away with it also. I hope they are watching out and they are looking for a way to get this defense issue sorted. Yeah, it's not like they've been so bad, but the little they've been attacked is showing them how exposed they can be. And I know they'll be blaming some of this to the absence of Kalidou Koulibaly, the captain of the side, who's actually currently battling some COVID-19 issues. They'll be hoping to have him back as soon as possible, so that some of these challenges and the experience right there will put the defense at bay.
Interesting play from Guinea's and Naby Keita strides forward, beating everyone and leaving them for dead. Plays it to the left-hand side for Silla. Silla will turn and finally have the chance to pull across. That wasn't Silla, I beg your pardon. That was Morgan Gilavogi, who switched play to the left-hand side. Every time Guinea go forward, they certainly do look dangerous. Naby Keita getting away from everybody. And that's just about the final product for Guinea. It's not been the best. And then you just think if Guinea had the front players that Senegal have, maybe it could be a different story for the Senegalese.
Just say if they had a Sadio Mane.
They had a Sadio Mane, certainly. They do have a Naby Keita in Cheikhou Kouyaté. But you certainly do need a little bit more when it comes to African football. It's not as easy on the eye and easy for us to describe here in the studio. But like Azu mentioned earlier, the players do have an enormous responsibility on the shoulders. Certainly can cave in sometimes under the pressure at Africa's biggest football event.
We've seen Cameroon score 6 goals in this particular tournament, and you must give it to the attack that he came into this tournament with. You have a Choupo-Moting, you have an interesting Karl Toko Ekambi. You also got that man who was once with Porto, Vincent Aboubakar, who has got 4 goals in this tournament. So with those kind of strike forces, it's easier for you to get more goals. And this is where Nigeria will be ruined the misses of Emmanuel Dennis, and also Osimhen, who has been in the team for a while. No disrespect to the likes of Awoni. I love what he did in that game against Egypt the first time. Didn't get too much of the balls, but troubled defense all through, was running at them and made sure that they kept themselves watertight to make sure that those passes or those goals were not coming in. And that's what you need as a team. Get the strikers and have those midfielders who can spring those passes in. The Cameroonians look almost the most complete, at least with the results we've seen. They have one of the most respected midfielders for me in Africa currently, Manguisa, who has been keeping that defensive midfield up to the central midfield so well. And look at how they are doing so well. They hardly concede goals, and when they concede, they return with at least 2. And we've seen at least that in the last 2 games. They look like a team that will go far, but we want to see more of that in the African football. The Senegalese are wiping off the other generation that did so well, even up onto the last World Cup. A lot of them are not right here. Keita, who is also one very instrumental player, I'm trying to remember his other name right now, was once with Inter Milan at some point in time, played for Monaco also. And also this Niang, who was with AC Milan at some point in time. These are names who are no longer, Mbaye Niang, these are names that are no longer in the team. So you expect Mane to actually have more workload to do as he's playing with new sets of guys. When I say new, not entirely new, but not with the same experienced players that we've seen so far.
And this is interesting from Senegal's perspective. It's a free kick taken. And the left boot there of the Senegalese player swung it nicely and almost connecting with his teammate in Papi Abou Cissé, the central defender. But Guinea live to survive another day, or live to fight another day certainly. Corner kick will be taken by Senegal down the right-hand side of their attack. We are 7 minutes from half-time. Senegal 0, Guinea 0. Corner kick will be taken from the right-hand side. It's an outswinger into the box. And Senegal looking to make an early connection, but that will go out for a throwing to Senegal. And I'm sure you're suffering the same difficulties as we are here in the studio with pictures. And finally, the referee, Senor Bamlak, calls for a free kick to Guinea. And Aliou Cissé, one of the great, if not a legend of African football, now in charge of his national side, and what pride and what honor certainly that one is for the former player. Just like Augustin Eguavon has been saying, how hugely honored he is to be coaching the national side, the Super Eagles of Nigeria, especially to victory at the African Cup of Nations 2021.
Aliou Cissé, one of the most respected players right there in Senegal. We saw what happened, what he did right there at the 2002 World Cup. The Nations Cup also went on to, I think, 2006. He was just instrumental, played a lot of games outside of Africa. The French player, the Senegalese players, or French players, the Francophone Africans, having a lot to do with the French Ligue 1. Aliou Cissé was one of them. Masterminding defender, lanky, knew how to head the balls out and also keep his defense watertight. And he's brought that same quality to the national team. And good for him, he has the likes of Kalidou Koulibaly in that team, even if he's not playing today. Papo Cissé, another new man who's making it, who's also doing so well with the team. Mbaye, not forgetting Abou Diallo, and also Aliou Cissé. So he knows how to just control the defense, and that's why we've seen the Senegalese hardly conceded goals. He's moved them up to number one. A team that has decided to stay with him even after the not the best of performances at the World Cup. They are doing so well at this point in time because they have kept something called a team. The only thing eluding them right now is winning the African Cup of Nations, and this is another chance for them as this generation looks to be wiping off, and with the new one coming in pretty fast.
6 minutes from half-time at the Stade Kwekong in Bafoussam. It is Senegal 0, Guinea 0. And you can continue to watch the action live on our Facebook page. Get to see us here in the studio. Nigeria Info 993 on Facebook. And Nigeria Info FM on YouTube. West African Derby at the AFCON. Here in Group B between Senegal, the Lions of Teranga, and the Silly National of Guinea, the Elephant National. And this is interesting from Senegal down the left-hand side. Sadio Mane swings one into the box. Only as far as a Guinean player, and Guinea will bring the ball clear, but only as far as the Senegal defender. Bono Sarr down the right-hand side, beating to it cleverly here by Silla. And Silla unfortunately couldn't get a proper hold of the ball as he considered throwing to Senegal. 40 minutes on the clock, 5 minutes from half-time. Senegal 0, Guinea 0. It's been a game that's lit up sometimes, and one that's really struggled to bring creativity. But the best chance falling to Guinea a couple of minutes ago, where it was easier to score than miss. But Morgan Guilavogui and co combined to spurn the chance for Guinea, and Senegal come forward yet again. Guinea will intercept. They've been better of the sides when it comes to the second balls, slightly shading that one. And the turnover of possession at the African Cup of Nations is as huge as you can get anywhere else in any other competition, by dint of the performances we've seen from all the sides in action. Certainly we'll be needing an N'Golo Conte in their ranks, or a Jorginho to retain the ball. But we have equally good players at the African Cup of Nations in midfield, like we're talking about. Azu, Naby Keita, certainly one. Cheikhou Kouyaté, certainly another one for these games.
Idrissa Gana Gueye,
another one you can mention.
PSG.
Wilfred Ndidi of Nigeria.
Exactly. Top midfielders. I just mentioned one also, Anguissa. who plays for the Cameroonian national team, and also I think that should be Napoli in Italy.
Frank Andre Zamboanguita, former Fulham midfielder as well.
Is he still on loan? One of the longest loans I've seen. No disrespect, though. I know Kenneth Omero was also on that very long loan from Chelsea.
Forever loan.
But we knew. So we know this is already comeback.
And this is interesting from Guinea. They could end the half on a half. And it's that man, Silla, ghosting into the box.
This guy shouldn't be playing as a defender, I tell you.
Plays like he's on steroids.
Really? The name Sila.
He certainly is running the likes of Bounassan and Ibrahim Mbaye down that right-hand side of Senegal's attack. He's running them silly. Bit of a speedster. And he's got happy feet as well.
Almost got a penalty from that Che Koyate. He almost brought him down in that box, and that would have been so easy because he was moving left and right. Koyate has been really helpful in the defense. And I think the Senegalese just have to do more. They look like they lack the tactical discipline they need. And I think they are suffering the same thing we had the Super Eagles suffer at some point in time. Do so well at the qualifiers, get to tournaments and not give us the best of results. Yeah, they were in the final last time out, but I was hardly convinced with their style of play, I must tell you. I think they have something better to offer. Bruno Metsu, had the best of players when they played in the 2002 African Cup of Nations.
Yeah, Bruno Metsu.
But I think this team can also do the same by playing that kind of football that we want to see.
Another training ground routine corner kick like the one we saw earlier from Guinea, and the same effect. And how is it possible that all of these balls are always arriving at the feet of Silla, the left back for Guinea?
I would have said forever at your feet, but no, that's not the best description. I think, like you said, it's a training ground routine. We've seen this
twice it's not worked now, so you must be thinking that the third time they attempt that
it might work, or he might deceive the Senegalese to come stop him, and they just put the ball some other place, and it's in the back of the net. So that's one thing with all of these tactics, is that it gets worse or it helps you defeat or deceive the opponent. We don't know which way it's going to go the next time it's going to happen. As we're rounding off the first half, we want to see more chances. I wish that goal had gone in. Would have seen the first half lit up more than this. The Senegalese are still not working up. They are still struggling to get playing at this point in time as the player is down.
And when you look at the performance from the two sides, referee Mr. Bamlak having a word with the Guinean players, and that was number 7 for Guinea. Certainly wasn't happy with the decision from the referee. But I think the referee from Ethiopia was spot on to call that foul. And the free kick is quickly taken. We're now seconds away from half-time here in Stade Kwekong Bafoussam. And there's just going to be the 1 minute of added time, and Senegal will almost make that one count. But Ali Keita, the goalkeeper, was wide awake to snuff out the danger from Senegal. It's been that sort of first half and first 45 minutes of football. And I think the players will head on into the break and needing refreshment. And the best they can get is certainly to get refreshed with a Coca-Cola. Proud partners for us here when it comes to our coverage of AFCON 2021. Ball played back all the way to Ali Keita. And he finds, interestingly, you know who? Isiaga Silla. And it's interesting the way the Guineans do play football. Certainly with heart. But sometimes the final ball for Guinea can be disappointing. Throw for Guinea, quickly taking. Isiaga Silla. Ball looking for Diawara, cleared out there by Senegal. This could be last action for Sadio Mane, taking down. And the referee says no play on, no foul rather. Was a loose ball that fell into the box for Sadio Mane. Tried to get away from the defender there in Mohamed Kamara. And that chance is taken away from Sadio Mane. And I think we're almost now set for halftime here at the Stade Kwekong. And referee certainly calls for halftime here at Stade Kwekong in Bafoussam. It is Senegal 0, Guinea 0, Group B action. Right here at the ongoing CAF AFCON tournament, African Cup of Nations 2021 in Cameroon. It's not been a game that's had too many chances in it in Group B for the Lions of Teranga and as well Guinea. But at halftime, no goal scored so far. The better side, by my view, has got to be the silly national of Guinea.
By far.
Half-time here at the African Cup of Nations, Group B, second match in Bafoussam. It is the Lions of Teranga of Senegal 0, silly national of Guinea 0.
Looking from the window above, it's like a story of love. Can you hear me? All I needed was to live again. All I needed for another day. And oh, I am only you. Looking from the window above, it's like a story of love. Can you hear me? All I needed was to live again. All I needed for another day. And oh, I am only you.
But the most exciting news for all football lovers, banting with your friends over football is cool, but winning cash prizes over how much you know about the game is way cooler. And thanks to MTN, you stand a chance to win big in the MTN football promo. Now, what's this all about, I hear you ask? How do you win, you ask again? Let me break it down for you. It's very, very easy, guys. Just dial *205# on your MTN line at the cost of 50 naira daily or 200 naira weekly to test how much you know about football stats, football facts, and trivia. And you could be among the 5 lucky Nigerians to win an all-expense paid trip to Cameroon 2021. Like, wow, I certainly do like that and want to be part of all of that. And that's not just all. And now 10 lucky Nigerians get to win 10,000 naira daily, 100,000 naira monthly, and one true Niger fan stands a chance to win 1 whopping million naira. 1M! Wow, it's raining money so early in the year, and I'm definitely participating in the MTN football promo. Certainly, I mean, I wouldn't want to miss out. I don't know about Azu, but I certainly wouldn't want to miss out on this one.
Just give me the money already.
What better way to begin your year than to win amazing prizes? It's simple, guys. Just dial *205 now. And remember, terms and conditions certainly do apply.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
broadcast. Halftime at the Stade Bafoussam. It is
He passes to Kettle. He swerves. He strikes. It's a goal! His 100th goal.
No, that was the 99th goal.
Sorry, who are you?
If you are the national team's #1 supporter, then it's time to cash out with the MTN football promo. Simply dial *205# and you stand a chance to win amazing cash prizes and an all-expense-paid trip to Cameroon 2021. MTN football promo for those who know Nigeria football.
walking alongside us for the broadcast, African Cup of Nations broadcast. And remember, like I told you earlier, the Nations Cup has lit up here for us, and MTN is giving you an amazing chance to not just watch the tournament, but also win big with MTN. Just dial *205# now, and you could get all you want. There's a chance to win 10,000 naira daily, 100,000 naira monthly, and a chance for one true Niger fan to win 1 million naira. It's all about the MTN football promo, and I certainly will be part of that one. So get on *205# now with your MTN line, and you could be on your way to winning big. MTN football promo certainly live, and we thank them for walking alongside us during our coverage of AFCON 2021. Halftime there in Bafoussam. Like I said earlier, it is Senegal 0, Guinea 0, Group B fixture. Walking you through the stats from that game at halftime. Possession count is in favor of Guinea, and no surprises, 45% for Senegal and 55% for Guinea. Corner kicks has been 7 to Guinea and just 2 for Senegal. Goal kicks have been 4 for each side. Shots on target, none for Senegal and just 1 for Guinea. Shots off target, none for Senegal. Tells you their struggle in the first half, and 3 shots off target for Guinea. Looking at other stats, offside calls, none for Senegal, just 1 for Guinea. Fouls committed, 7 for Senegal, the Teranga Lions, and 12 for the Sili National of Guinea. Throw-ins have been 15 for Senegal and 11 for Guinea in the game as well. Azu, this certainly hasn't lived up to the pre-match expectations, but we know with the AFCON, certainly the second half is always better. If the first half is poor, the second half is better, and if the second half is better, the first half started off poorly, certainly. But what have you made of the performance of the two sides?
Like I said, I must give it to Guinea. They have lived up to or even beyond expectation. They've been able to take advantage of the fact that there is no link-up play between the defense down to the midfield and the attack of the Senegalese national team. I think there is too much load on Sadio Mane's head. They want him to be the creator in the attacking midfield role and also be the scorer. And that's been the challenge they have been facing. Mane should be getting supplies and just putting the ball in the back of the net. He's not the best passer of the ball. Like, who knows out when games are hard, you see Mane distributing passes. No, Mane is not one of those players that you want to get such games from. And that's why you see the Guineans getting the better of their opponents. I mean, the Senegalese. Isiaga Sila currently plays for Toulouse. I think he should be getting a deal after this particular game, even if he's one of the smallest clubs in the Premier League.
Possibly to Barca.
Let's use Newcastle for a start. I know where you're going.
They've got money to throw around, right?
I'll meet you.
It looks like a proper.
Yeah, but if Barca gets it, and Isiaga Sila currently, I think it's not a bad deal. It might not be up to that level, but when you have a
looks decent enough.
Yeah, when you have a Yodi Alba. I know where you're going, but no problem. I'm enjoying what I'm saying, but I'm serious. When you have a Yodi Alba, and the moment he gets injured, you don't know who is coming in next. Maybe Ibalde, who has not been consistent, also has injury problems. And Isiaga Sila can just fill in, at least in the meantime, when Barca is trying to recuperate and build a team. The number 10, Morgan Gulavogui, has not done impressively. Missed that very big chance. And I think there should be a switch for Naby Keita and Elias Moriba moving into the second half. They play both on the right and the left side of midfield. I've seen Moriba play better either from the middle or from that side. or from where Naby Keita plays. So if there's a switch, it would ease up the job for Isiaga Sila. And since this has already shown that this is their best part, let them have all 2 or 3 best of their players on this part of the field. Let's know this is where we're attacking from, because Senegalese have not shown true strength on that part too. All they'll be fighting against will be Cheku Koyate, who is actually aging and cannot give you that 90 minutes in performance. So if you can pressure that part and get a goal, then you look for a way to lock up shop and just play some counter attack. This looks like a very possible win for the Guineans. But like I said, what happened in 2006, it was late until Mamadou Niang came in that the game lit up. We might be seeing that happen today, but we don't know which changes are going to come in for the Senegalese that will turn this game around. I'm trying to look at their bench now to see if there's a top player who can do some deadly moves. But maybe until that happens, Keita Balde is the name I was going to mention. Is currently on the bench, so maybe he will come in, even if he's not kept that same form. And we'll see what happens when the second half kickstarts.
All right, second half almost upon us. The players are back on the pitch of play. We'll be going back to commentary mode. But before we get kickoff, Azu, could you just run us through 1 or 2 messages on Facebook? We appreciate you guys streaming. I can see all of your messages. Shout out to you. But Azu will tell us 1 or 2 comments before the players kick off for the second half.
Okay, Jerome Gold says, good work, guys. I'm enjoying the commentary. Jerome from Akute. What of Chuma Nolly? Chuma will be joining us soon. He enjoy somewhere. He'll be back up in a bit. Joe Baba Logistics says this Azu cap is making me to laugh. Please don't laugh. However, it has been top notch and commentaries from you guys.
Na money dey on down. No mind Azu. If you come out and na money go drop. Ma come out.
I call the game a draw, and it drops one very long code. I don't know. I'm enjoying you guys. God bless you all. Thank you, Lord Emmanuel. Lord Manuel Dyke. Martins Benjamin says you guys are really detailed. Nice job, guys. God bless you.
Thank
Martins,
you very much.
Thanks for the compliment. I want to improve also. Falan Otunde Omoyele says I'm enjoying you guys. Aske Histi says this draw game. This one don't talk about already. Okay. Also Omaga Namani says watching live from Amagunze in Enugu State. Greetings from here. Thank you very much.
Appreciate you.
Ozo.
Final one.
That should be Ozo. Don't mind me. I mixed that name up. Ishemba Abraham says, well done, guys. I'm Abraham watching from Lekki. Thank you also, Abraham watching from Lekki. Lukman Opawoye says, well done, guys. You are doing a great job. Thank you also. Oguche John says, Senegal all the way.
All right, second half almost upon us. Time to get back to commentary mode. Back on the way in the second half out there in the city of Bafoussam. It is a Senegal 0, Guinea 0, and we are now no changes made to the starting 11 from the 2 managers. Senegal now playing in the opposite direction to which they played in the first half, now playing from right to left of the screens, and the Guinea National, the Silly National, they are called, playing from left to right of our screens. That was quite the first half, not because of the quality we saw, but we hope for better fortunes in the second half. Guinea starting off exactly where they left off in the first half, coming down the left-hand side of their attack with Sila yet again. It's an interesting run from the Guineans. He will be fouled. A referee allows play to continue. Cross goes into the box, and not totally cleared by the Senegalese. Second bite at the cherry. Foul committed. Will that be a penalty? Referee calls it in the opposite direction. But bright start from the Silly National in the second half. The man who missed the best of the chances in that first half, Morgan Gilavogi, involved in it. And certainly, Azu, I don't know what you make of that challenge. Is the referee right to give the free kick to Senegal, or should the Guineans really have a chance for a penalty?
Okay, it looked like it started with Gilavogi, Morgan. He was... what I expected from him is just move on with the ball. He went down so easily, and the referee just felt, you started this and you're going down. The referee is also enjoying the game at some point in time, so don't try to deceive the referee. Go on with the ball, forget about the penalty, and see what you can get out of it. Because he started that particular tackle, went with his shoulders, got in front of the defender. The defender went back and did the same thing, but went a bit harder. If you look at it, it could be a penalty if he had gone all the way to do what he needed to do. Maybe force more pressure and make it look more clean. But he didn't do that.
All right, certainly you can only guess what the Guineans had at halftime. They certainly have been refreshed by Coca-Cola, And they're looking to do the business here at the Stade Kwekong Bafoussam. Conditions are very much nice for football. Turf is looking very, very lush green. And the football really needs to do a lot better. But what a start to the second half. We'll know this about the AFCON in 2021 in Cameroon. Teams come out like a flying jet in the second half. And Guinea certainly the better of the two sides in the second half. Yet they come again. But this time around, the midfielder surrenders possession. Will be called for a foul by the referee. Naby Keita, the Liverpool man, brought down by someone he knows very well in Cheku Kouyaté, the West Ham United midfielder.
And I think he's been a great leader so far in this game, Keita. Got that ball that almost got them the goal. He's moving again and he's showing that brilliance from the middle.
Poor pass that time from Naby Keita, looking to pick out Silla. And the manager, Kaba, for Guinea, certainly must be loving the way things have started in the second half. No changes made by the two sides, but quality are plenty on that bench, as it will tell us all about the players on the bench very, very shortly. All the members sitting on that bench and looking for possibility of coming on to the pitch of play.
We have Pape Sarr for Senegal. We've got Keita Balde, one of the greatest names. We also have Napolais Mendy, Alfred Gomis for Senegal also. Famara Didiou also is on the bench. Mustafa Name is on the bench. And not forgetting Badara Fati. For the Guineans is for the Kamara, Ibrahim Akone, Sori Kaba. I think Sori Kaba started the last match. I think that's the one who left for that man, Elias Moriba, to be in the starting lineup. So Yusuf is also on the bench. We'll have Ibrahim Akonte, Michael Distristam rather is also on the bench. Ousmane Kante, Saido Basoma is on the bench. Mamadou Kane, Montaya Sila, another Sila is also on the team. Mori Konate, not forgetting the last man right there, Mamadou Diallo, also on the bench. That reminds me of a great name in African football, Mamadou Diallo. Was he for Senegal too? I think he was also a Senegalese. That should be the number 15 for the Senegalese national team. Was that Diao? Yeah, that should be Diao. Had his hair plates, lanky midfielder back then. The Senegalese were just an enterprising and entertaining team to watch back then in the days.
Silla coming yet again. I say this yet again from Silla. Plays like one on steroids. The energy is dissipated in this game so far. Isiaga Silla, goal scorer on match day 1. I don't think any other player from the 22 on the pitch of play comes close.
It's just been instrumental, and he doesn't have to be on steroids. He could have dedicated this game to the God he serves. It is, God, give me divine energy. And he's playing with such energy at this point. And you feel steroids is the first thing to look at.
Well,
natural strength could actually do this. Don't make people feel, before I get strong, I have to take something.
There's a certain Nigerian who ran like she was on steroids at the Olympic Games. We're just only starting to learn, according to reports, that that run no clean. Something was behind it, enhanced substance, and you certainly know who I'm talking about. We're talking about Isiaga Silla, has the strength of an elephant, and yet again dummy play from the Guineans. Silla with the strength of an elephant, but certainly moving faster than an elephant. Guinea the better of the two sides again as the second half starts, and they move the ball nicely in defense. Seydou Sow plays it back to Mohamed Kamara. Guinea playing in a back 5. Interesting to see if they still maintain that shape, a back 5. The 5-3-2 formation, running you through that starting 11 again. Ali Keita, Ibrahima Cissé, Seydou Sow, Mohamed Kamara, Ibrahima Konte, Isiaga Silla, Naby Keita, Amadou Diawara, Elias Moriba, Morgan Guilavogui, and Mohamed Abayo. All 11 for Guinea in the starting 11. Sadio Mane wiggles away from one nicely. He's got 2 up ahead of him, running out wide. Plays it to the left-hand side. Now Sadio Mane will pick out his teammate, trying to get away from the right back in Saliou Cissé. Keeps hold of the possession, gives it to Cheku Kouyaté. Tries to get away from Naby nicely, or Diawara commits the foul. Cheku Kouyaté wins it. I'll make that number 2 rather for Senegal. That's Saliou Cissé. I beg your pardon, apologies for the confusion. left back for Senegal. Strong challenge there from the number 7 for Guinea.
That's a bulky guy. The number 7 for Guinea.
Ibrahima Cissé.
Ibrahima Cissé is like the thickest player on the pitch. Looking at his legs, I'm like, wow. How do you come against this kind of a person when you try to man mark or stop him from moving? He just needs a bit of skill. It looks like that man for Wolverhampton Wanderers, if not bigger.
This is a dangerous cross into the box from Senegal. And that only needed a touch and it would have ended up anywhere. The striker for the side, Boulaye Diaye, the closest to getting that touch. But what a delivery there from number 20, Bouna Sarr for Senegal. The free kick taken. And the goalkeeper for a second looked very, very helpless for Guinea, Ali Keita. And the referee allows play to continue now with a throwing to Guinea. Silla takes it, ball lumped upfield looking for the run of Mame Thiam. Will be bitten to it by the combination of Seydou Sow and Ibrahima Cissé. Here come Guinea yet again. Lovely run. Couldn't arrive on anything. Couldn't finally figure out that pass more like. And Senegal bring it forward. Mamadou Loum. And that's a very interesting challenge. And the foul goes the way of Guinea. And I don't need to tell you who wins that foul. No doubt the man of the match so far in Isiaga Silla.
He's already looking like a player in contention for the
and is he
player.
playing as a right back this time around, Azu?
A left back. A left back. Yeah, he was the one who was faulted for the free kick.
Oh.
Yeah, against the attacker at that point in time, and Bouna Sarr.
Oh, now I see.
The screen don't turn for you,
Yeah.
understand? And they bring food.
Maybe I need to take off the glasses.
Yeah, they bring food.
Free kick. This is interesting. As Azu will not allow me to talk.
I just decided today that I'm going to be a bit comic. I've been too serious.
We need it.
Since Sunday.
We certainly need it. We need it for the African Cup of Nations. It's not all business sometimes. A bit of comic relief to our broadcast. That's why we are unique. Bouna Sarr's free kick met the header of a Senegalese, but goes out for a goal kick. No threat to the goalkeeper, Ali Keita. And the Guineans living dangerously at the back now. They concede a throw-in to Senegal, starting to come more and more into the game. They certainly do need it. Mohamed Ali, the guilty party on that occasion. Mohamed Kamara, I beg your pardon, the central defender for Guinea. Corner throw-in. It is a corner kick to Senegal. Bouna Sarr takes it short. It's an interesting cross into the post, and what a save by the goalkeeper!
That's one of the best saves we've seen so far in this tournament. How did he get that out of the post? Diallo making that lovely flick and to just almost put the ball in the back of the net. The Senegalese are coming really close at this point in time. I wouldn't be saying much. Please carry on, Sambo.
Saliou Cissé's cross met by the header of the Senegalese, and what a save for Ali Keita. Corner kick taken, take two. Same routine. Finds Siso yet again. Interesting pass. There's space down that left-hand side. Cross goes into a dangerous one. It's really dangerous, but no one could arrive at the end of it for Senegal. And number 20 yet again. 2 bites at the cherry. Bouna Sarr. That was as clean a connection as you would want. And a strong one-handed save from Ali Keita, the goalkeeper for the Guineans. And Keita plays his club football with Östersunds in Sweden. They certainly would have been proud of that save. You can't connect any cleaner as with a header.
Great save. That was, like I said, one of the best headers we've seen so far in the tournament. And I love what the goalkeeper did at that point in time, making sure that he keeps his team in the game, even if it was expected of him. I think I've discovered what is wrong with Senegal. Like I said already, they don't have that schema. There is no Kalilou Fadiga in this team. And they also don't have the best of strikers like we had with Henry Kamara, the highest goal scorer. Mane is too short of Kamara, I think 27 to 29 at this point in time.
Talking about Kamara, a certain Titi also played for Senegal, if I'm not mistaken.
Titi Kamara was for Guinea.
Oh, Guinea.
Henry Kamara, the number 7, was for Senegal. So we've had Kamaras all over the Francophone nation. So I think this is the team they are lacking. They have got pacey players. If Keita He's still Balde Keita is still at the best of his form. Let them put him in and let's see them attack from the flanks and see if they can get this team punished. And if they can do that, they will peg the likes of Mishaga Sila, who has been taking the balls forward, back.
Interesting run from Senegal into the box. The final product, certainly what we've seen so far from the Senegalese. The number 9, Boulaye Diaye, he's had to work all alone up front for Senegal. Quite a distance between themselves and the midfielders, but it looks like as though that would be a corner kick to Senegal.
Yeah, it was a huge deflection. That man who plays his club football for Villarreal got the best off the move. But like I said, support has not been for them. They're not playing as a team, and that's why I have an issue with the Senegalese. And you ask, was this how they played in the qualifiers, or there's this different spirit for the African Cup of Nations generally?
Corner kick taking, interesting one, but only as far as the Senegalese who picks up the ball and prevents it from going to a throwing down the left-hand side. Senegal come forward again. Saliou Ciss is brought down, and that will be a free kick to Senegal. And Guinea now struggling to keep hold of the ball for more than 5 seconds. Senegal coming back to it ever so well. Foul committed by number 14 for Guinea. That's Ilaix Moriba. Certainly needs lessons, 1 or 2 lessons on defending. Aliou Cisse and Kaba, both coaches down the touchline, barking instructions to the boys. And it will be refreshing for them, whoever gets into the lead, just as it is refreshing for us here on the broadcast. We're getting refreshed with Coca-Cola, walking with us, alongside us, for our AFCON 2021 coverage. Group B action in the tournament. Free kick taken by Senegal, disappointing one only as far as a Guinean head in Mohamed Kamara. Cleared out there. Guinea could launch an attack. Down the left-hand side of their attack, Ilaix Moriba plays it back to Silla. Silla finds Diawara. Diawara goes all the back to Seydou Sow. Seydou Sow tempted to go forward, striding with the ball, picks out Diawara. Diawara picks out the right back, Ibrahima Ciss. Cisse more like. Throwing quickly taken. And the referee spots something. Infringement by Cisse, the right back for Guinea. Certainly isn't pleased with the decision from the referee. Same as Kaba, the manager, down the touchline. 46-year-old former national team player for Guinea. Now in charge of the side for the Sili Nacional, Kaba Diawara. He's been in charge since October 2021. That's only recently. Less than a year on the job. Played for French sides before managing, but I'll tell you all about that as Senegal have an attack deep in the 18 of Senegal. Gets away, pulls across to the far post. Only danger not totally cleared for Guinea, and Senegal surely would have a free kick according to the ref. And the players going head to head. Naby Keita, the Liverpool man, having a word with a Guinean player, number 11, Mohamed Bayo, the centre forward. He looks in pain, Bayo. And there's a shirt pulling and tugging from the Guineans. Ilaix Moriba involved in it. And wait to see the decision of the referee. Just the 1 yellow card shown so far in this game, as it will remind us of the player that was shown to in the first half.
Malo Diawara.
And the goal kick goes the way, the decision goes the way of Senegal. Of Guinea, more like. And it will be a goal kick or a free kick that will be taken by Ali Keita, the goalkeeper.
So there was a kick from a Senegalese player who was trying to actually put the ball closer to the goalkeeper, or maybe strike into the net, but didn't look at the player who was running to just get the ball out of it. And that's what we've seen so far as far as the Senegalese are concerned. They're really moving up and they're getting into the game, and that's what you want to see. Make it some end-to-end stuff. They're moving again, and it looks like they might get them the first goal.
This could be the break for Senegal. Lovely pass from Mane. Could finally find the second opportunity. Not totally cleared. Senegal still have it on the edge of the box. Shot from distance, as weak as it gets. And the goalkeeper, Ali Keita, smothers the chance. Shot from number 15 from Senegal. Was never going to trouble the goalkeeper. And number 25, more like Mamadou Loum, who's been quiet in the second half so far. Mamadou Loum. Plays for Deportivo Alaves in Spain. Born back in 1996 in February on the 30th. Play resumes with Senegal throw down the left-hand side, and it will be taken by their left back. Saliou Sous takes it. But Guinea will win it back in midfield. Here they come, the Guineans now. And that lovely idea was never going to connect. The pass was straight. Senegal have it. This could be dangerous. The break down the right-hand side. Sadio Mane gets away from one, but a towering leg, or the long legs of Isiaga, if I'm not mistaken.
That was a very poor touch from Sadio Mane. Very, very poor touch. He had the ball close to him, pushed it too far, and made it easy for the defender to just get the ball from him. We're back again, trying to get at least one goal in this encounter.
It's a tournament that hasn't been lit up with goals so far. The AFCON just 17 goals scored, if my maths is correct, after Cameroon and Ethiopia gave us 5 goals yesterday. And before that game, we've just seen 12 goals from all the games on opening day. Naby Keita becomes the second player to go into the referee's book. The referee clearly showing him that yellow card for extended period in case he doesn't seize it.
That makes it two midfielders now for the Guineans, Naby Keita and also Amadou Diawara. They are treading on a very, very dangerous path. The only man who's left in that midfield that is not yellow carded is Iliash Moriba, and he's been the poorest of them. The one you should be looking to take out if you were the coach of the team. He didn't start the first game, and now I'm understanding better why he didn't start the first game, because he's not shown why he's on this pitch. You've chosen to play for the Guineans, right? Then do it with greater pleasure, and also with that tenacity that you've seen the other players do with. I think if he was connecting, it would have been double-edged and sword for the Guineans, as Silla is doing that on the other flanks with Naby Keita and also Mohamed Bayo. We'll be seeing more of those attacks coming in, and maybe more misses for Morgan Guilavogi, who missed up the best of chances in this game.
Another free kick taken to the far post, and there were 2 Senegalese players arriving. And they're asking for a corner kick. They will get it. Number 4 for Guinea with the clearance. Ibrahima Sori Conte, the second. And the initial free kick was conceded by Naby Keita for a foul on his Liverpool teammate Sadio Mane. And it will be a free kick, a corner kick, I beg your pardon, to Senegal. Corner kick will be taken by Sarr. It's a short corner. They've not taken a long corner so far. Interesting cross to the far post from the Senegalese left back in Saliou Cisse, only as far as a Guinean player that will bring it forward.
Whoa,
interestingly done here by Guinea. Chance to break by Keita. And run out of spaces, and Guinea will have the opportunity to go forward. That surely will be a free kick to Guinea. Number 11 hacked down. Mohamed Bayo showed great strength to hold off one, but certainly not the second, and it will be a substitution now to Guinea. Conte the second is on the pitch, and it looks like we're having another Conte. Number 14 will be taking off for the Guineans.
Iliash Moriba, like I predicted.
Iliash Moriba off, and Conte the first. So there are 2 Contes now on the pitch. Ibrahima Sori Conte, number 1, plays in defense, and Ibrahima Conte the second will now play in attack.
Just a direct replacement. He's also a winger and also an attacking midfielder. Plays his club football with Nai Shken. I hope I got that pronunciation right, and that's club football.
We know you're not French.
It's an Israeli club side, to be precise. Nai Shaknin, that's the name of the club side. Was one time with Anderlecht and also with Ghent, where he started his youth career. I hope to see the best of him. He was also instrumental in that first game.
Here comes Senegal. Ibrahim Mbaye stripped off possession, and Isiaga Silla will pick it up. And here they come, Guinea. They've had the better of the possession, with now that possession count now rising to 58. But there's always something as well about that final ball when they have it. The Guineans. A nice little turn there from Kouyaté, and this could be a chance for Senegal. Chance played into the box. Here's a chance for Sadio Mane. Wiggles away from one, the second! And that shot is dragged wide. That's close for Senegal. Number 20 shirt.
Bonasa just missed one of the best chances of this game. Lovely pass from Mane, lovely run. And I'm wondering, what are you doing with this ball? How did you strike that? You've beaten the defender, even beat the defender mechanically. You would have done that clinically and just made sure the ball was easy for him to put in the back of the net. Painfully, he doesn't know how to use his left foot, and that is so clear. And what we saw at this point in time is maybe a corner. That should be the best. Mane has been so instrumental in this game, shown that he is the leader of the team, but he's not getting the support that he needs. You don't strike that ball with your right. Even if you're going to do that, you place it so well, but so poor performance. It wasn't even a corner kick. It was a goal kick, and that's where Bonasa should have his final minutes for himself. He should be taken off. He should be taken off. I have not seen him do what he has to do, because that place has been getting 1 or 2 chances from Mane, and it's missing when Mane is moving into the attack to actually get support. So I think there should be some substitution. We should be seeing that man, Keita Balde, come on the pitch and actually do what he knows how to do best, even if he's not in the best of form at this point in time.
Bruno Junior Sarr, the man who plays for Bayern München in Germany, with happy feet, and left the number 13 Mohamed Kamara on his bum for the final finish. Left a lot to be desired. Guinea come up the other end after defending a Senegalese attack. Could break for Guinea down the left hand side. It's interesting, there's just 2 Guineans up to the box. Lovely pass. Danger not totally cleared. And finally straight pass from the Guineans will break all the way to Sadio Mane. He's now getting more and more involved in the game. Down the left hand side, this should be Sarr to Mane. And he slows down possession. Interesting ball! And a first time cross into the box. Almost broke the way of the striker, Boulaye Diaye.
Plays his club football for Villarreal. Has not shown me why he should be in this team, because chances have come their way and they are not taking it. These are good crosses that should actually at least connect with something. Don't allow the ball just fly past you for the second time running in this particular encounter. The Guineans must give it to Ishia Gasila, and also that man, Naby Keita, the captain of the team, has been the one doing the breakaway, getting those balls from the midfield, doing the sweeper job, and also moving forward to the attack and helping the team get those chances. But poor passes in the final third. I think maybe Keita should just be playing in the striking position. We should just have him replicated in the team, and maybe they will get the first goal in this particular encounter.
And he certainly will be leaving them lightweight in midfield. He's been really giving the Guineans a bit of muscle in there, and Senegal are starting to come into the game more and more. This is interesting. Finally, could we get the first goal? Strong defending from Guinea yet again. Number 7, the right back, coming infield to stick out a foot to prevent that goal. Ibrahima Cissé. And the action starting to be end to end. Guinea starting to get a foot off the gas, and Senegal starting to get a hand more into that game. The fans are loving this one. Over an hour of football played here at the Stade Kouekong in the city of Bafoussam in Cameroon. It is Senegal 0, Guinea 0, and the players have an opportunity to hydrate themselves, and we certainly will be doing the same with Coca-Cola here, refreshing ourselves as the action continues out there in Group B. Chance to get into the knockout stages for the two sides. Winners on match day 1. Senegal over Zimbabwe thanks to Mane's penalty. And Isiaga Silla, arguably the man of the match so far, with a goal against Malawi on match day 1. Senegal have won against Guinea at the group stages of the AFCON on 2 occasions, like I told you earlier. 2-1 in 94, 3-2 in the quarterfinals in 2006. And talking about the Senegalese, they have won 5 of their last 7 group stage games in the AFCON, drawing 1 and losing 1, and keeping clean sheets every time they won in all 5 games. Hydration period is over. The players looking to get back into the thick of things. 71 minutes, 22 seconds. Senegal absolutely the best of the two sides in the last 5 minutes. And the Sili National of Guinea will be looking to win their opening 2 matches at a single edition of the AFCON for just the second time. It was back in 2006, the last time they achieved that feat. We'll be taking your thoughts on Facebook and of course on YouTube as well. I appreciate you guys watching the broadcast online. Nigeria Info 993 on Facebook and Nigeria Info FM on YouTube. Play will resume with a corner kick to Senegal. Corner kick taken. Interestingly, and Ali Keita with the punch. Only as far as the corner kick taker who stumbles over the ball. And that will be a throw-in to Senegal. Saliou Ciss will take that throw-in. He's looking for options. It's a deep one into the box. Deflects off a Guinean player. Back with Ciss. Heads it into the box where Dia is standing. And that chance goes cold as the goalkeeper Ali Keita picks it up. Sends it upfield with you-know-who, Isiaga Silla. Stops and plays it all the way back to Ibrahima Sori Conte the second, who has Conte the first now on the pitch of play.
Was that intentional?
Maybe, maybe not.
I want to be sure. If that's a throw-in, then that should be the last kick of his own. That's a throw-in.
It is a throw-in, surprisingly.
Oh no, I know something went wrong.
Something certainly did go wrong. Number 13, Mohamed Kamara, gets back on his feet. He's been quite instrumental defensively for Guinea. Mohamed Kamara's second substitution will be made by Senegal. And number 27 goes off for Senegal.
Mame
Thiam goes off, and I'm thinking that's also a like-for-like substitution. And the substitute looks like number 11.
I'm going to pick out that name in a bit. Just give me a second.
Habibou Diallo, if I'm not mistaken, that comes on in his place. 73 minutes and 50 seconds in Bafoussam. The chance to seal early qualification to the next round for the two sides, Senegal and Guinea.
You're very correct. Habibou Diallo is the man who came on for Mame Thiam. I actually mixed up something earlier. The one who looks like Balotelli is the number 4 man for the Senegalese team. I'm talking about Pape Abou Cissé, not the 27 man who just left the pitch. The side view, if you're watching the game, you understand what I'm talking about. Just look out for Pape Abou Cissé, the number 4 defender for the Senegalese team. Now one substitution each. I hope this will be of an advantage to the Senegalese as they look to actually get the first goal in this encounter. I thought the subscription had been paid by the Cameroonians, who would help every other team get more goals. But the next team that played that same yesterday stopped it. Maybe they had network issues and could only get one goal past their opponents. This is a game that should see plenty of goals. But like I said, being prolific in front of goal is very, very important. And that's what these two African sides have not shown. It's not like chances have not come their way. And painfully, they are not even shots on target. Aside maybe 1 or 2 all through the game. And that's why it's painful.
Cheku Kouyaté becomes the next man to goes into the referee's book for Senegal. It's now 3 Senegalese in the book of the referee having committed fouls. 75-17. We still await the first goal here in Bafoussam. Senegal 0, Guinea 0. Appreciate you guys live on YouTube and Facebook. We'll be taking your thoughts on YouTube, your comments. Keep them coming in right here on the broadcast. We're getting refreshed with Coca-Cola. You're working with us for this broadcast of the African Cup of Nations, the 33rd edition, taking place in Cameroon. Fans still chanting, fans still loving every bit of the action in Bafoussam, more like. When it comes to Africans, the funfair is very, very colorful. Under the sunshine in Cameroon. Free kick for Guinea. Taking short. And it's a cross into the box. Could fall for a Guinean head. The danger not cleared. Cleared now because it will be a free kick to Senegal. Foul committed there on the Senegalese player. By the Senegalese player, I beg your pardon. Free kick quickly taken. Lovely feet from Ciss, and he's brought down. That surely the referee's not going to reach out to his pocket. The left back for Guinea, Saliou Ciss, who's been more and more involved in the last 15 minutes of this game in the second half. Saliou Ciss, number 2 shirt for Senegal. And he plays his club football in France with AS Nancy. Long ball looking for Sadio. Not going to find him. Goes out for a goal kick to That's actually number 11 shirt. The substitute, Habibu Diallo. Ball from defense, couldn't pick him out. Goal kick to Guinea. 77 minutes on the clock. Another substitution for Guinea this time around. Number 24 will be coming on for Guinea. And that is Mr. Mori Konate. And he'll be replacing number 6 for Guinea, Amadou Diawara, who's been very, very good in defense for Guinea. In midfield, more like for Guinea. Amadou Diawara off, number 6. And his replacement is number 24, Mori Konate. We're still waiting for the first goal in this game. Bafoussam, not known for too many goals in the tournament so far. Just 2 goals scored in this stadium, both from match day 1 and match day 2 in this group. Certainly not starting brightly. The football has been entertaining sometimes, but the final product leaving a lot to be desired from the two sides. Kaba, the manager, continues to back instructions down the touchline, same as Aliou Cisse, the manager for Guinea. For Senegal, more like. Senegal come forward. Free kick to Senegal. Saliou Cisse standing over that one. Switches play back to central defense to find Abu Diallo. Diallo lumps it into the Guinean half. Looking for the run of his teammates. Will be beaten to it there by the right back of Senegal, Sadiou Sow, not the right back, the central defender. Throw taken by Senegal. It's a useless cross into the box. There was nobody in there. But the substitute chasing that one and finally concedes the throwing to Guinea. The actions just tailed off a bit, Azu, the intensity as we approach the final 11 minutes of this game. Senegal 0, Guinea 0.
It's a game that we expected to see goals, but like I said, that's one thing that the African Cup of Nations have to work on, or maybe the teams have to work on, working on the final third. They've gotten how to play football. We've seen a lot of them play some very good and enterprising football, but how to link up play from the midfield to the attack is very important.
Sadio Mane doing Sadio Mane things yet again. The foul is committed. That surely will be a booking. And the referee goes straight up to the action. And it's finally Silla gets cautioned. It's one he had to make, and he takes one for the team. Ibrahima Isiaga Silla for a foul on Boulaye Diaye. The break was on, and they had to bring down the attacker there for Senegal, down the right-hand side of their attack.
That should be Sarr, the man who plays for Bayern Munich, and you must give it to Silla. That was a professional foul. If he had not pulled that man down, maybe Sarr most likely would have just run down into the box and get the ball into the back of the net. I actually pulled down the striker, who was actually on goal for that one, the number 9 for Senegal, Boulaye Diaye. And that's a good move, I tell you. It was just the right thing to do at that point in time. Get a yellow card and keep your team in the game.
And another sub is made by the Senegal manager. Number 13 comes on for Senegal, Joseph Romaric Lopi, who plays his club football in Sochaux in France, and he replaced the striker, Boulaye Diaye. And I think there will be a sort of tweak in that formation now. The man from Sochaux is a midfielder, Joseph Romaric Lopi, and I doubt he'll be leading the front line now for the Senegalese. This is an interesting free kick for Senegal. Will we get the first goal in this one? Bouna Sarr standing over it. Saliou Cisse standing over it. And number 11, the substitute, Habibou Diallo, also standing over it.
We have seen Papa Abou Cisse play a free kick with his left foot, and I expect him to shoot this one because it would have been easier for him to call the ball to the right, just away from the wall. We've just seen the free kick taken by Bouna Sarr, and he's played that one really high, away from the goalkeeper. And it's not the best of free kicks you want to see in this tournament. Look at what I'm saying. If you see the open space, you would know a left footer would have done better. So an Abou Cisse would have just come from this side and stops the wall and made the wall feel useless. He will be battling with the post and the goalkeeper. Just accuracy would have been needed at that point in time. But I think the coaches or the players on the pitch know best.
I think we know best watching from this angle. And talking about Sadio Mane, the Liverpool front man, he's been directly involved in 5 of Senegal's last 6 goals at the AFCON, with 4 goals and 1 assist. And since his debut in the competition back in 2015 in January, Mane has been directly involved in more goals at the AFCON than any other Senegal player. 6 goals and 1 assist. And I think I saw a yellow card being shown to the goalkeeper for Guinea, Ali Keita, for time wasting. 8 minutes remaining in regulation time. Senegal 0, Guinea 0. Which of these two sides will seal an early passage to the next round of the competition? Joining hosts Cameroon. Still lots of time of football to be played to confirm that one. But for now, it's been a very, very balanced game for both the Lions of Teranga and the Sili National of Guinea.
In a tournament that has best losers, I think most of them look qualified, and from what we've seen so far in this group, with the quality of football they've played, or the quality of teams that they've got against the Malawians, who have not picked a point, or Zimbabwe. So that means the 2 other teams actually have to get a draw and a win, maybe draw against each other and win their last games, and throw it open in that group, making it 4 points each for all of them if it ends like this. It's an interesting game, I tell you. But like I said, connecting with the final third and troubling the goalkeeper has been something that's been lacking in this encounter.
And Naby Keita is having a word with Mpape Abu Cisse. There was a collision between the two. Naby Keita thought he should be having a penalty, but Pape Aliou Cisse goes against that decision. And he's having a word with the referee, Bamlak Tesema Weseya from Ethiopia. The decision reads a throwing to Guinea. Throw will be taken by number 7 for the Guineans, Ibrahima Cisse. He stripped up possession and Senegal could break forward. Lovely 1-2 between the Senegalese. They surrender possession to the Guineans. And it will be a throwing to Guinea. Deflection of the Senegalese player. Cheikhou Kouyaté has certainly been very, very effective in midfield for Senegal. The West Ham United midfielder. This is interesting. Senegal cross. Could he beat the goalkeeper? Certainly not. Seny Dieng claiming that one off of the header of Mohamed Bayo. 6 minutes of regulation time remaining. Couple of yellow cards shown to both sets of players. And this man currently on our screen, Isiaga Silla, has been given more defensive duties in the second half than he was in the first half.
And that's because there's more trouble for him. It's not just Bono Sarr this time around. He's also got Mane to take care of, because Mane has chosen to attack from that side and sometimes switching plays and with Bono Sarr, who I expect more from. That's a man who's a winger and also a fullback at some point in time. For the yellow cards, 4 for Guinea already, and still 1 Cheikhou Kouyaté for Senegal. And they are attacking again, and this might just be the goal for the Guinean side.
Guinea come forward deep into the box. That certainly could be a handball if it is spotted by the referee.
And
no real protest from the Guineans.
They didn't see it.
There certainly will be VAR in this one if the referee decides and a play has been stopped and Senegal could be in deep trouble. Play resumes. Referee says nothing in it. And the Guineans really didn't see that one.
I'll be waiting to see the replay of this
Certainly
one.
we will. Guinea come forward dangerously down the left-hand side, deep into the box. Cross goes in. That's a disappointing cross. Cleared out by the Senegalese player. Only as far as Guinea. Switch of play back into the box. Looking for Mohamed Bayo. And that will be a free kick to Guinea in a very, very dangerous place. Naby Keita, the Liverpool midfielder, brought down. And he picks up the ball and invites his teammates to come forward and take the free kick.
I must fault this replay system in the African Cup of Nations so far. We've still not seen what happened in the box up until now, and they're showing it again.
Sila's cross.
Okay, it wasn't
a handball.
Spot on. The face.
Spot on by the referee.
Yeah. was very deceitful from my end. I
And,
think what we saw is
Guinea
what
manager
Kaba
Kaba saw what we
Diawara-
saw. Emotions running high, but this is a dangerous situation now for Senegal.
I think Sila should just be the one behind this ball. I hope he knows how to take free kicks, but he's not close to it at all.
Certainly isn't close to it. There are two Guinean players standing over it, and the Senegalese goalkeeper organizing his well, Seni Dieng, starting in the tournament in place of Edouard Mendy from Chelsea. Still self-isolating after contracting COVID-19. This is a potentially goal-scoring opportunity for Guinea. Free kick taken. And as we've seen so far in the tournament, it's a wasted chance for Guinea. Would have been actually surprised if that one had ended up in the back of the net. Number 12 for Guinea taking that free kick. Disguise it. Ibrahima Conte the first with that free kick chance. That's high, wide, and disappointing. 3 more minutes of regulation time. Now 2 minutes of regulation time. Senegal 0, Guinea 0. A game that had so much promise pre-match. But certainly the football has ebbed and flowed sometimes. And not because of too much tactics from the two sides and the managers. But more of lack of creativity from the players on the pitch of play. Free kick to Senegal down the left-hand side of their attack will be taken by a right footer. There will be an in-swinger into the box. Potential danger for Guinea. It's drilled in, could get a connection to it. Connection is a Guinean head, not totally cleared, looped up into the air. And a chance for a return cross is played into the top of the net by the Senegalese player, number 11, Habibou Diallo. And that will be a goal kick to Senegal. We're taking your thoughts now on our social media handles. Facebook, Nigeria Info 993. YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. Double substitution from the two sides. Number 2 comes on now for Guinea. And that's Molaye Silla. And he comes on in place of the man who's just petered out in the second half, Morgan Gilavogi. And it seems like it's more of midfield possession now for the Guineans. Azu, Senegal also making substitutions of their own.
Exactly as predicted. Bonosa is off and Keita Balde, the man who plays for Cagliari, is on, a Barcelona youth player, and also played for Inter Milan, played for Monaco, played for Lazio. Very experienced and just 26 years of age. Born in Spain. He might be looking to get something for the Senegalese national team. One of their biggest players before now. I think a dip in form has kept him on the bench. He should be the big name assisting Mane in this team, and maybe Bonassa on the other side. But he has come on, and there's just 3 minutes added to the 90 minutes already, as we see what Balde will be doing for Alususe's team in this final minute of the encounter.
Mr. Balde comes on for the final 3 minutes of this game, and hopefully this one does go to 3 complete minutes. If the controversy we saw a couple of days ago is anything to go by the referee, Mr. Sikazwe from Zambia. Conflicting reports as to what happened in that game from the referee. The best we've heard so far, I don't know of you, Azu, but they said nature called on that occasion. And the referee, we also hear, had to be taken to hospital, Mr. Sikazwe, due to dehydration.
That's a top referee. Has refereed in about 2 World Cup games, also the FIFA World Club Cup final tournament. He was the referee in that encounter. Has been in the Nations Cup a couple of times. At some point in time, he was going to win the African Referee of the Year. So his experience as a FIFA badge referee. But what happened that day still cannot be explained. But you know what referees will always do? They could punish you behind and not put you
openly
out there. Yeah, but I guess the heat has been a huge challenge. Imagine the Tunisians going to take ice baths just immediately after that game. And they were called back to play that encounter. We waited. I remember that particular day. And they said they can't come back. They've been on ice bath for 30 minutes. And it took too long. So they can't come out to play that game again. And that was why he had to end the game finally. Gianni Sikazwe on that night. I hope the best of decisions is taken, whether they come out to say it or not.
Mr. Gianni, certainly a top referee, as explained by Azu, with a not-so-top performance on the afternoon.
Very, very poor.
Ending the game twice. On the 85th minute, actually ended that game. and then ended it again on 89 minutes.
I remember when Bukanu Wanko was still at Portsmouth, we saw a game end in the 89th minute, close to 90 minutes. And we're wondering what is happening at that time. And that brought back a memory. At times I cannot place the years that these things happened. And that was a very dangerous move
Very
from the
dangerous
goalkeeper.
from the
Senegalese
goalkeeper, Sonny Dieng. And it's now goalkeeper to goalkeeper who can take the longer goal kick in the final 2 minutes of this game. We're just seconds away from full time here at the Stade Kwekong in Bafoussam. Group B's top of the table clash certainly not lived up to expectations. Both sides will now be locked on 4 points and almost guaranteed progress to the next round of the competition, at the very least via one of the best loser spots. Senegal and Guinea have only now scored once in the tournament from 180 minutes of football. For all the quality, for all the pre-match hype, this certainly will be disappointing from an African perspective. Senegal and Guinea not doing justice to a great encounter, and the referee brings it all to an end here at the Stade Kwekong in Bafoussam. The West African derby ends in a stalemate. The Teranga Lions of Senegal have failed to roar, as the Silly Nationals, the Elephants of Guinea, have also failed to stamp their authority on the game. It's been that sort of game with all the quality of players: Naby Keita, Sadio Mane, Cheikhou Kouyaté, and Sarr all in there. Two Conte brothers came on to play in the game, but all of that amounted to nothing, and it finished full time at the Stade Kwekong in Bafoussam. Group B's fixture sees Senegal 0, Guinea 0.
Looking from a window above, it's like a story of love. Can you hear me?
in Bafoussam. Both sides really, with all the talents on display, couldn't get at the very least a goal to give us something to cheer about in that game. That only means that they will be getting refreshed with Coca-Cola going into full-time, going back into the dressing room more like this is still our coverage of AFCON 2021 right here on 993 Nigeria Info, Nigeria's first for news, talk and sports. We are Femi and the gang. I am Samuel Victor Akman representing the gang. Alongside me is Azubike Onitsha, and we've given you we've given you all the action as concerns the African Cup of Nations. Group B's top of the table clash on match day 2. Not really producing the goods for us. We see all of your messages on social media. Nigeria Info 993 on Facebook and Nigeria Info FM on YouTube. I will take all of them on the broadcast as well as your messages on WhatsApp 08095975805. Not forgetting the phone lines 0700 993 993 993. That's a regular line to call female callers 01465 7190. What have you made of that game of football? Were you disappointed, or are you disappointed that we didn't get to see one goal at the very least in that game? And what do you think should be done for the two sides? Arguably, these two sides still will progress to the next round of the competition. How impressed have you been with the goal turnout? The AFCON as well. Let's talk all about that. Sadio Mane's performance, Naby Keita's performance as well. Chico Kouyaté also playing today as well. Do you think maybe Senegal? Well, they didn't concede today, so you can't say maybe there's calls for Edouard Mendy to come back very, very soon. Kalidou Koulibaly also absent due to COVID-19, but Senegal also haven't conceded in the tournament so far. That's a back-to-back clean sheets for both Senegal and Guinea. But Azu, we thought there were going to be goals in the second half. We didn't get to see any of that. If you were Aliou Cisse or Kaba, the manager for Guinea, what words would you have for the boys at full time?
Yeah, motivation. Yeah, first clap for them on the pitch and give them that handshake and bring that brotherly love into the game. But when we get into the dressing room, I'll get talking into their heads and point out the errors that they made. We'll go back and watch the game again and see where we should have taken chances and where we should have played passes. Some of these things that are missing in African football or in this AFCON so far, let me use that word so it doesn't look disrespectful, is that the final balls have not been given to the right persons. And I tell you cannot give what you don't have. Mm-hmm. You wonder why you see the same players do so well at their club sides in Europe and they come back to Africa and you don't get the best of it. The kind of passes and the supports they get. I was watching a game and somebody was saying, where is Arnold? Where's Alexander Arnold to come make those passes? I think it was a game that concerned Egypt.
Yeah, Nigeria.
It was for Salah. Stuff like that. People were laughing about it. And what were they trying to say? Those pinpoint crosses make a lot of sense. But at times you even make those pinpoint crosses and you don't still get the right players there. Two players have been so impressive for me. It must be that man we just talked about from the left back, Ishiaga Sila. And also that man who did so well yesterday, Collins 5 for Cameroon. 2 assists in that encounter. Those are the kinds of pinpoint crosses you need from the team. Sila has not been doing too much of the crosses, but he's been assisting the team coming in. The biggest disappointment for me has to be that move from Morgan Gilavogi. He should have just put the team up
was the moment.
And they will be ruining that chance at this point in time. Imagine they don't top the table and the next thing they're going to play against is maybe the best team of the tournament. Maybe Cameroon, most likely.
Yeah, this is Group B.
Yeah, so Cameroon most likely, and they should be avoiding Cameroon. And the next thing you see is Cameroon knocks them out, and that's the end of the tournament for them. So this is why you should take your chances. It's not just about qualifying. Qualify well so you can actually escape some routes and get to the final as quickly as possible. So, like I said, go back, watch the games, and show where passes should have been made the right way. Ilyas Moriba has shown that he should be put on the bench. I don't know why he's playing this badly. Was it because he left Barcelona? Because even at Leipzig, he's just played about 3 games in the league. And that's not convincing for someone who were looking at a young starlet that will go up and make the heights. But that's what football is all about. Where is Josh McEachran? One of those great Chelsea young stars like them. I just brought you back. So you see some players coming like they are going to do. I hope that's not going to be the case for that young man,
certainly.
Ilyas Moriba. But I tell you, it was a game at least to behold. We saw the basis of football played. But in the final third, like we all mentioned, it's been a challenge.
Well, if we certainly don't get goals, we certainly have this a beautiful theme song rather for the African Cup of
the best
Nations.
I've heard, I tell you.
Yes, certainly. I'm just going to let
Maybe
us
in a long
enjoy
time.
it for the next 20 seconds. Then we're going to come back and take your thoughts. 0700 993 993 993 01465 7190 female line only. We see your thoughts on Facebook and on YouTube as well. Nigeria Info FM 993, where we're live streaming, and of course on Nigeria Info FM on YouTube. 08095975805. Africa is lit.
Au pays des indomptables, l'amour du foot a fait reculer les barrières. Looking from the window above, it's like a story of love. Can you hear